last thing really quick. We'll talk about the surrogacy thing. We'll do that next week. I'll try and
Yeah,
make
I
that
feel
top
like we should
story.
cut the.
But I do really quick for like 2 minutes, maybe max, talk about Bumble's rebrand. Have you seen that?
Oh, yes, 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 I have. It's like the
Okay.
whole celibacy thing, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. So Bumble, for those who do not know, I don't even have an article for it because like I've kind of been like,
No, I have a little
intrigued.
thing I want to share because I saw a video on TikTok
Oh,
and
perfect, perfect. Okay, so let me explain. So Bumble rebranded, and honestly, I was kind of excited for it because, like, I'm a single girly. I have no idea where I'm gonna meet someone. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, no idea. I can't fathom. So, like, whatever. I'll take
yeah,
whatever opportunities come my way. So I'm excited for the
right.
rebrand. I saw on TikTok someone mention that they deleted all their pictures and everything. So I'm like looking at it, and then the rebrand happens, and I see the little ad, and I'm like, okay, this ad's kind of cute. I the whole nun thing for when I first saw, I was like, I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought if I'm gonna be single forever, I might as well like dedicate my life to Christ completely. And why not be a nun? I'm not Catholic. Maybe they'll accept. I've thought about it. I didn't do it, but I thought about it. So I'm like, okay, this is intriguing. And then they said that the girl doesn't have to message first. I'm like, okay, now you got me. If the girl does not have to message
Cool.
first, now that sounds interesting. And
Oh my
then,
God, they were dropping like
yeah,
little hints.
they were dropping all these hints. And then it's just like a bunch of things that just started to be a little bit like weird. Like the CEO used to be the CEO of Slack, and now she's the CEO of Bumble. And
Oh,
she's met her husband on a ski trip in like Aspen or something, like in another country on a
yeah.
ski trip. So, rich people meeting rich people. Anyway, so that's a little weird too. Like I can't say I like when people own apps, stuff like that, and they didn't even when they're single or they didn't even meet their spouse on the app. That's a little to me. And then she did like this whole thing where essentially she said that they're creating an AI program where you'll
Hmm.
match with someone and the AIs will go on dates to see if this is a good match. Literally,
What?
the Black Mirror. Did you see the Black Mirror Hang the D? It's called Hang the
No.
DJ. You should watch. It's on Netflix.
Okay,
Black
make sure you
Mirror.
text me that.
Okay.
Black, back or
Black,
black?
black,
Okay,
Black
I thought
Mirror.
that's what I heard. I was like, is it back or black?
Okay, it's Black Mirror Hang the DJ episode. I'm gonna text it to you, and you guys
Hang the
should
DJ
watch it.
episode. Okay.
That's literally what she says they're going to do. So it's just really it's weird.
No, I believe that too with the whole AI stuff. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So like I just kind of want to talk about that. So what did you hear on TikTok? Like what are your thoughts about all this?
Well, I saw yeah, so I got a little I actually did not see any ads on or anything on the for Bumble because obviously I'm not single. And
Yeah.
also I just did not haven't come across it on the internet, like not on Instagram or anything. But like on TikTok I came across a video. This is actually pretty cool because I feel like there's this new, and this is why I was telling you about the Sex in the City, early 2000s rom-coms. It was just around, and I don't know when it all started, but people think, oh, now we have, degraded values and everything, because of 2 years ago. It's like, no, like they've been planting these seeds for like a long time. Cause like even in the early 2000s, like now watching Sex in the City, I'm like, oh, like they're already talking about, this and that, sexuality and like liberation and have sex with anybody. Anyways, so, I came across a video of like how they said that they rebranded. Like Bumble apparently said, "Oh, don't like." They made a remark of like, "You don't need to be celibate."
Yes, I'll read it. Keep
Kind of
going.
like
I'll read
whatever,
what they
like have
put.
fun. Yeah, read it, please. So I won't be. I'm over here twisting words.
They said
Something around celibacy. It was like a billboard, I think. Oh, I just
it
got
was
like a
an
headache.
ad. This says you know full well a vow celibacy is not the hot answer. Is not the answer.
Yeah,
That's what the
and
ad says. You know full
okay,
well a
yeah.
vow celibacy is not the answer. Well,
And I was actually
go
so
ahead.
proud of the comment section, Mel. Like I was so like it was like a proud mom moment as an older sister because like I was just like looking at all the comments of younger girls, older girls kind of saying like, "Oh no, like I've been celibate for X amount of years, like basically, and obviously not everyone's a Christian, not everyone's Catholic, not everyone's a Christ believer, right? Like we obviously, as Christ believers, we know that we're aware that we live in the world. We're not of the world, but we live in the world. So it's always nice to know that even if you're not religious or believe in Christ, that there's so many girls out there that are literally like turning the wave. They're turning the new chapter, a new wave of like celibacy and waiting for marriage and waiting for the right guy until like to give themselves to them, because it's more than just sex. And I think we've been told this lie, like, oh, sex is casual, this and that, like you feel so empowered, like it's amazing, and they never tell you, oh, by the way, like you could have a child, you could bring a child into this world, like, so you want to make sure, like there's just been our views have been so skewed because we've been fed all these lies. And it was just so refreshing to see like the girls in the comments. They were like, oh no, I've been celibate for this amount of time. And like, I don't have plans of like hooking up with anyone anytime soon until this man shows me and proves to me that this and that. Like, my standards are set so high. And this, I was just like,
Love it. Yes,
okay,
ladies.
queens. Like, it was just so
Yes.
refreshing because we finally, like, for them to be like, Bumble, like, we're not having your crap. Like, we're not gonna,
Yeah.
you're over here trying to shove us these like cheap, fake, like,
Hookup
empty promises
culture.
that like, oh,
Yeah.
hookup culture is so great and this and that. And obviously to each their own, not here to bash or judge and all that good stuff. But at the same time, it's like, it was just so refreshing
No,
to see
let's
that
bash
a lot of
hookup culture,
women
but
were
go ahead.
standing up for like, right, right. Yeah, that, yes. But it's like it was just refreshing to see that like it's like turning a new wave of like women being like, you know what, we're not going to sleep with these random men. We're not going to give these men okay, yes, you took me on a date, so now what? You want to like have sex with me? They're having high standards and they're, practicing celibacy, and I think that's pretty cool.
I
So I'm
love
like, good
it.
for us, girlies. So the girlies for the win. And they were just basically
Yes.
saying, no, Bumble. Like, they're like, I was sold this lie, blah, 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 blah. Like, it didn't work out. Like, I felt so empty and lonely and all of that. And I think if we raise our standards, it will automatically raise the standards of those women around us. And it will raise the standards for the men around us. And they will make them want to elevate. So it's this like effect of like we have to do that, so like we encourage other people to do it
Yeah.
as well. So anyways, that's my
Yeah.
little two
Like,
cents.
no, that's really good. And that is encouraging that women are like saying no to hookup culture. Like, hookup culture is so like that's hookup culture is out, abstinence is in. Like that's a takeaway. Ooh, that's the
Exactly.
title. Hookup culture is out, abstinence is
Period.
in. No, but
And
I
I think
like that.
people, yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry, I cut you
no, I was just
off.
gonna say really quick. We both got a lot to say about this. But I was gonna say really quick, like I really like that that's the direction we're going in, because you're right. Like if we do this, if we as women come together and like hold men to higher standards, we can change this. Because I remember in college there was a time where like I was broken up with, and I remember going, I'm gonna be like all these other people. I'm gonna do the hookup culture thing, and I couldn't do it. Like I literally, like, it was going against every part of me, and I'm very proud of
Yeah.
myself. And I mean,
And
some of it was pride, but like I'm very proud of myself too. That I just was like, you know what, I can't do this. Like
like
I
that's not who I
cannot
am.
participate. That's not
Yeah.
who I
And
am.
yeah,
And
and
it's,
honestly,
yeah, it
we're
goes against who
we're
we
not
are as women.
designed.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really does if we're our own very nature. And that's what I realized too. I'm like, I am not a hookup girly. I am a
no,
lover girl. I'm a lover girly
I'm not.
because I like, no, you're my husband after the first date. Like, what? So I think women are guarding themselves and they're guarding their hearts as they should. And I
Mm-hmm.
also, again, social media, like it could be used for good, it could be used for bad. I will say, I think it has used being good for good because you see so many stories. It could be made up or whatever, but like those crazy stories where women are like, this guy broke up with me 3 years ago because blah 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 blah, and now I'm with the love of my life. Is that story true? Who knows? But like at the end of the day, it probably encouraged someone to be like, hey, I waited, I saved myself, I wasn't out there casually dating. And I think a lot of girls, especially like I said, it's so different now. We're not looking for marriage like back when our even our parents or our parents' where it was like, it was marriage was pretty much survival. Like that was the only thing that you could do is like be a wife and have kids. Not saying like that is not the most important and fulfilling thing ever, but obviously like that's not everyone's life. Like what am I supposed to do? Hate my life because I'm not a mom and I don't have kids? Like
Right,
no,
right.
like I'm gonna be joyful in the waiting. But anyways, that's besides the point. The whole point is like now it's like no, women have more choice, we're more educated. We don't need a partner, but we want to choose a partner that is like that has the same goals, that has the same plans, same values, that is going to be a partner,
Yes.
not someone that we have to raise, not someone that's going to come home and abuse us. Like we have a choice, we
Someone who's
are
going to
saying like
lead
no
us.
more. Yeah, someone
Yeah.
that's going to lead and protect us. And until then, why am I going to sit around and waste my emotional, physical, spiritual self, for someone that will I'll hook up with and they won't even give me a call back or whatever, you
Yeah.
know?
I think that
And
is
so I
the
think women are tired. I mean, the
yeah,
dating pool is already tough enough. And
exhausted. Yeah.
I think girls were just fed up. We're just like, all right, if we're not gonna get if the good men are not gonna raise up, we're gonna stand down. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I feel like and it's changed even since like I feel like I was single, like, when I was on the dating app, like you never really heard stories like that. Like if you were abstinent or celibate, it was like, oh my gosh. But now I feel like people are more accepting of other people's choices, you know?
Yes.
I think sometimes it's like you never want to do you want to do what the crowd is doing because you don't want to be the girl that's like left out. But I feel like now everyone's like, if you drink, great. If you don't drink, great. If you want to have kids, great. If you don't want to have kids, great. If you want to, I think as we are in that sense, I think we are more accepting of people's choices, and
Yeah.
it's not something to be frowned upon. It's more like, okay, you're choosing not to have sex until you're married. Good for you, queen. Like we support that.
Yeah, that's so true. I feel like now when I'm like, when we're talking about it and I say I'm abstinent, the responses have changed. Oh, cool, good
Yeah.
for you. As opposed to like, especially when I was younger,
Like even when
what?
we were going
That's
to
weird.
college.
Yeah, when I was like, that's what I mean. Like in college, because when we were younger, at least I wasn't talking about it, but like in college, when I was younger in college, that's what I meant. It was like, what? That's weird. Oh, you
I
freak.
was in middle.
You
Yeah.
were middle
Like, yeah, no,
Okay, well,
girl, I didn't even have my first kiss till like till like I was a junior in high school.
okay. My
Anyways,
first kiss wasn't until I was 18, so it's fine. Whatever. Anyway, I
anyways,
think it's really like this is so good
I
that
think
we're
it's a
doing
win
this.
for women, for
It's a win
society. Like I
for women,
mean,
like USA. No, but I also think
win
like
for the
the
girlies, gorgeous,
when
gorgeous girlies. Do not have casual sex.
wait, that's another good title. Gorgeous, gorgeous girlies do not have casual sex. Well, and
You
the
should
other
put that on the podcast and put it as a title.
wait, no, that is the title. That is the title.
Gorgeous,
This
gorgeous girl.
gorgeous, gorgeous girlies do not have casual sex. Well,
No,
okay,
but
so
seriously, like,
and
and
I
even just
think
like, huh?
sorry, really quick. Let me say this part real quick. And I think like the biggest like reason for abstinence, like take out the whole
Yeah,
like oh a man blah blah. Forget the man. Think about like yourself for a second. Like you no, I'm being like
no,
think about yourself for a
seriously,
second. You are a human being that God created. You're an amazing
yes,
vessel. You are a woman. You have like all of God created you with all of your parts sacred. Like you are a bringer of life to this world. Like you have
yeah,
the capacity to bring a different life into this world. Why would you just
yes.
want someone, just anyone to come well to literally come inside of you? Like no pun intended, but like why would
So
you
there's the
want
little
to
ones around.
yeah,
No,
like
seriously,
why would you
yeah.
want to bring that into your space? Like if you are working I'll say for myself, I'm working my butt off to get my life in order. I cannot imagine having someone just to have. Like it would be sure it would be nice to have
Like I
someone,
feel
but
like
like
it
I need
basically
someone to
goes
help
against our
me. Like we
nature.
need to work
Yeah.
together. Like
And that's
I
what I'm
can't be
saying.
pulling you along.
I feel like times are already tough to have
Right.
someone in your life that's gonna drag you down, that's
Yes.
bringing nothing but like, heartache and stress. Like, who
Right.
wants that? And I think, like I said, we're building this, like you said, forget the man. We're building our lives to where like we have a good relationship with ourselves, with our family, with our friends. We feel supported. We feel peace. Can I get an
Yes.
amen? Like I
Amen.
got to the point where
Yes.
like I felt so much peace in my relationship with myself, with my family, with everything. It's like, why would I want someone that's gonna make me cry? Like that's kind of like backwards. Like
Right.
why would I want if you're already giving me headaches and like stress, and I have to worry about what you're doing, or that I can't trust you. Like, why would I leave my comfortable, peaceful life to do that? Like, that sounds horrible.
Sister, yes,
Like,
yes,
like that.
yes.
And so I feel like, and I honestly think we got a little too comfortable with ourselves and being alone, because now it's like, all right, we're not even giving guys the time of day.
And
But
that's
anyways,
okay.
yeah, so it's just like we're cultivating a life that we want to that we want to live, and we are, becoming the best version of ourselves. And like I said, if you want the, in order to have, we always talk about, we want the right guy, we want the perfect guy or whatever. But what have we done? Like, are we becoming those kind of individuals and people? And if you have, then it's like, more power to you. I think girls, we just kind of got tired of being, you know lied to and just like ghosted, and all these like people, men and women probably. It's like, obviously not trying to blame all the men, but it's like we forgot about just like human decency. And I think women, everybody has a right to be like, you know what, I'm gonna have boundaries, and if this person doesn't want to abide by them, then goodbye. So yeah, that's what I think.
Yes. Um, Everyone remember, I'm gonna end it on this note. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls do not have casual sex. Um, that's
Yes,
a
queen.
wrap. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is a little bit longer than we planned, but whatever. I think it was a good episode. We talked about the things that needed to be talked about. And since you
Period.
enjoyed the episode, go ahead and give us 5 stars. We'd really appreciate it. Leave us a review. Let us know what do you think is do you think something nefarious is going on in
Not a fair.
the pageant world?
Or if
And
you
then
are from the pageant world, we'd love to hear from you.
oh yeah, if you are from pageant world and you want to come on and talk a little bit about it, that actually would be kind of exciting. Let me know. Reach out to
Mhm.
me if you're from the pageant world. Love to have you on. Oh, I also thought of someone I can have on. I
Yes.
didn't even
I think that'd be
remember.
fun.
Yeah. That's the first thing. Second thing, let us know, are you joining the abstinent train? Because gorgeous, gorgeous girls do not have casual sex. Like, is that something
Oh
you're a
my
part
God.
of? Like, or if you like the Bumble rebrand, did you think that, like, when I heard that girls don't have to message first, I was like, okay, maybe this rebrand will be good. Like, I thought this would be, but I don't think so. I don't think anything's changing. So, like, if you if you thought it was going to be
I feel
good, or
I'm
go ahead.
telling you, we've celibate and abstinent too hard. Now the dating apps are reaching. Everyone's like, we're done with y'all. Like Hinge,
Yeah,
Bumble. They're like, because it's a mess, and I'm sure that has to do with like the algorithm and stuff. I mean, like, again, this is back in my single days, which wasn't that long ago.
I was
Everything
gonna
has
say,
just
you talking
changed.
like it was like no, you were like, yeah, back when I was single, you was like it was like 6 years ago, and I was like, wait a second, it was.
Back when I was one of you. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, you would find the same people all over and over again.
That's
It's
true
like they
too.
purposely do that because they want you to pay. Again, you got to think about it. They don't really care if you find love. Like, sure, you find love, great, good for you. Give Hinge and Bumble a shout out. But they're in the business to make money. So if they
Yeah,
can keep you on that app, look at me talking like I know business and stuff. But like, if they can keep, I'm sure if they can keep you on the app, keep you going on dates, keep using premium and all that stuff, they're winning. They're getting more bottom dollar to their company, and that's why they want people to hook up. I guess they want you to hook up with everybody and anyone so that it doesn't work out, and you keep getting recycled and all this stuff, and then it's just like you're back on the dating app. So,
yeah,
anyways, don't do
gross.
it, queens. Don't do it,
Don't do
queens.
it. Don't
Kings
do
and
it.
queens.
You're worth more. You're worth more than that.
Yes.
Love you, everyone. Thank you for
Yes, love you too.
listening.